everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lisa again here with a week ahead reading, this time for our beautiful Pisces. Hi Pisces, hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's jump in and have a look at what's happening in your week ahead. If you guys could also please like, share, subscribe, it really helps me out. I'm actually trying to grow the channel at the moment, and any help you can give me is really highly appreciated. Awesome, thanks guys. Hey, week ahead for Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. So as soon as I jump into the field this week, I do feel like there is a bit of a disappointment that you're going through, a little bit of heartbreak and grief that I can feel. I do want to say, though, that I feel like this isn't new. This is something that's coming up from the depths of your subconscious mind into the awareness of the light of day. I do feel like there could be some sort of emotional healing that you're going through this week. So if you are finding yourself feeling a little bit separated from yourself or in grief in any way, I do feel like it is something that is a healing that's happening for you. You're learning how to let something go, and I think it's leading to a really positive outcome. As you can see, you've got the sun here. So whatever this is, it's not that bad. It is actually a turning point for you. So there's a lot going on for you guys this week, I can see. First thing I want to talk about is that I do feel like you are going through some sort of life review. I do feel like it is a positive life review. It's like the universe is asking you, what are you holding on to that you don't need to hold on to? What can you let go of that's going to lead you to a growth period and a happiness inside of yourself? Because I do feel like there is something that you're holding on to from the past that needs to be released this week. But don't worry, because you're going to be able to see what that is quite clearly here with the Seven of Pentacles. It's all about looking at everything that's happened so far and deciding which one of these do I want to keep and which one of these do I want to throw away. So this week I do feel like there is a lot of energy of financial abundance this week. So just know that because you do have the Four of Pentacles here, he's talking about holding on to your things. So I do feel like there is more money than there has been in the past, because you do have the Ten of Pentacles here as well. Now, for a very, very small number of you, I do feel like this could be an inheritance that's coming in through the loss of a loved one. And if that is the case, I'm sorry for your loss, but I feel like it's one of those things where you've already spent the time dealing with it if the money is coming in now. Also, I feel like this week there could be a rebirth of your joy coming through, because the Ten of Swords talks about, see in the background here, there is this light coming through. It is a new beginning. It's a death and a rebirth. And I think because it's right next to the sun, it's letting you know that the worst is now behind you and the best is yet to come. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords showing up in the same position here lets me know that there is a lot of growth that's been happening for you, and endings and new beginnings seems to be the overall theme of the period that you're in your life right now. And I want to let you know that those endings have all finished now. You're going into the new beginning phases. The worst is behind you, the best is yet to come. So just keep that in mind as if anything happens this week that makes you feel like you're stuck or you're not moving forward, because from what I can see, you are looking at things and questioning. You know how I said you've got the seven here, you've got the seven here. This is all about spiritual attainment. So the seven, the crown chakra, is all about the realization of the soul within. So I do want to say to you this week, spiritually, if you are going through a spiritual growth period, this could be a week where you start to see and have the realizations of what your whole cycle has been about. And so I would highly recommend that anyone who's spiritually inclined should sit down this week and really have a chat to their higher self and say, can we do that life review consciously, please? And I think you might be pleasantly surprised at what comes through for you if you do, because the realizations that I'm seeing coming through are really big, life-changing, really delicious awarenesses of truth that really make an impact on our decision-making processes. So I can't recommend enough that you just ask for the information, because this week you will actually get it with the 7 and the 7 here. Also with the Ten of Swords, there is a breakthrough that's happening in your consciousness. So the swords represent the mental realms, and I do feel like you are walking away from old thinking patterns and old thinking behaviors and choosing to let go of any thoughts that may be hurting yourself or maybe getting in the way of something manifesting for you. This week in relationship, guys, I do have to say I'm not confident that there's much going on in the love field this week. I do feel like this is more your energy that I'm picking up on. in the sense that, there's always an opportunity. Like, you have to believe that there's an opportunity for love in each and every day. But what I'm saying is that I feel like this week is more focused on your own internal love for yourself rather than an external source. I do also feel like a lot of people are going to need your attention this week. A lot of people are going to be asking you to do things in your day-to-day world. Like, if you are at work, people are going to be asking you to do extra little tasks because you're the best at doing them. I do feel like there is a recognition of your mastery this week, and I do feel like you are quite magnetic. So if you do need help and you do want to ask for help, this is a week to do it. Take action. You're in touch with your truth with this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. I think this is just a validation that you're on the right path, guys, and that you do understand everything that's going on in your life right now, and that you have gone through this review process. And as you go through this review process, you'll know what action to take, and you'll know what to do based on what it is that you discover in this awakening that I'm talking about when you're looking at your soul purpose. You're confused and indecisive because you don't have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. The fact that this has come up right next to the take action card, you're in truth with your truth at this time. Like, I think that you need to check in with yourself and see where are you self-sabotaging when it comes to making decisions. Like, are you questioning yourself and saying, I don't know, I need more information, I need more time, I need more input? Or are you, I'm sure of how I feel and I know what I want, and now I'm going to take action accordingly? Because I think this week is all about getting in touch with that action and taking that action rather than waiting for it to happen for you. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try and force it to happen. So that's just a really good indication that if you are waiting on any outcomes this week, you are going to have those outcomes this week. That could be anything from a financial payout. I do see some of you are getting a financial payout this week. Some sort of grounding of financial assets. But whatever it is that you want, like, your secret desires are being heard by spirit, and they want me to validate that for you and let you know that you do have something good on the way. So have faith and hope and know that this is going to get better and that things are moving in the right direction for you. Family culture. This one's been coming up a lot recently, and I think it's because as a collective, we're going through a shift in culture. And so by understanding our own family culture and how that's impacted on our relationships and our choices and becoming who we're becoming is a really important thing for all of us to do, not just for us, but for the next generation to come. Because when we understand where something's come from, if it's a cultural thing, then we can understand how to integrate it and how to change and move with it. So family stories are really important at this time. And I would definitely say to you, if you don't know your past, how can you possibly share that with your future? True. What you're asking about is the truth. So yeah, I think that's just a validation from spirit that it is really important to learn about your family culture and understand how, like, an example would be your dad and his mum had a really tumultuous relationship, and so he has a very little respect for women, and therefore you as his daughter have a problem with finding respect with masculine energies because of this lack of respect that your father showed you as a child. They're the things I'm talking about. Understanding how your family's interactions in the past have affected your future, and then taking your power back and understanding that you have a choice. You don't have to continue those patterns. You can actually choose to step beyond them and laugh about it. Sometimes we can laugh about our past and know that, the best medicine is always laughter. So if you do have a grief coming through, like, one other thing I'm seeing here is that someone could have just lost someone through a passing. And I definitely want to let you know that that person is coming through to let you know that they're okay. You are still hurting over this situation, and I'm so sorry that you're going through that. And they want me to let you know that if you talk to the family, talk to other people who knew this person, you might share some laughter this week over some of the things that happened in this person's life. And it can be very, very healing and enriching to go through that process. So that's all I've got for you this week, Pisces. I would love to hear in the comments below exactly how this plays out for you this week, and I will see you guys in the next one.